This guy just came out of the finish room. He's got one coat of lacquer. Looks so nice. Wood turns a really pretty color with the lacquer on it. It does, however, have a little bit of a grit to the feel, and that's normal. That lacquer makes the grain raise a little bit, and if there's any dust on it, it kind of grabs it. So we are going to sand it now with 220 grit. That's the silver stuff, 220. I like to fold it in thirds. And all I'm doing is making it smooth, and that's all it takes. So when I feel here it's gritty, when I feel here it's smooth. And notice it scratches, right? It leaves a white powder. That's the lacquer being sanded. Going with the grain or across the grain, it doesn't matter, because lacquer doesn't have grain. We're not sanding wood, we're sanding lacquer. And I'm going to sand everywhere. It doesn't take me very long. This will take me maybe 10 minutes to get the whole thing, inside, outside, everywhere. The blanket chest is all done with its sanding with the 220. You'll notice the white powder that's coming off of it and the scratches, and I've sanded it everywhere. Blow it off, all that dust, really well, the best you can with forced air. All the inside, all the outside.
Don't breathe that in.
Then put this back on the cart. And it's going to go get a second coat. This guy just came out of the spray booth. He's been sitting for about, well, at least an hour before you want to do this.
Wow.
But it looks good, it feels good. There is some dust on there that I can feel. And if yours is a little too gritty still, you can't, and this is optional. You take 1,000 grit sandpaper and you sand it with that. But you got to be careful not to scratch too much. So to help that, I've got here a paper towel soaked in water. Like, put some water on there, and then just softly, oh so softly, gently sand the top with that water as a lubricant. And that's all it takes, just that much. Then take some dry paper towels and clean it all off. And now you should have a super duper smooth baby bottom blanket chest. Okay, now I'm ready to put the hardware back on it. And here it is. Put these back on. I'll put the lid stays back on, and then these guys, the bumpers, they go right here. Once the hardware is back on it, I'm done, and I'm ready to take it home.